The specter of unemployment looms large over the lives of many Americans, and the numbers are sending shockwaves through the nation. The latest report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics reveals a staggering 264,000 new claims for unemployment benefits in the week ending June 17th, the highest since October 2021, when the devastating effects of the pandemic were at their peak. Even major players in the corporate world, such as Walmart, Boeing, and Microsoft, are feeling the tremors of this crisis, proving that no company is impervious to its reach. With each passing day, the wave of layoffs grows stronger, enveloping more and more Americans in a cloud of uncertainty about their future prospects. In this video, we take a deep dive into the troubling world of job cuts, shedding light on the 10 largest U.S. companies that are being affected by the tumultuous year of 2023. At number 10, 3M. The prominent manufacturing giant headquartered in St. Paul, Minnesota, has just dealt a heavy blow to its corporate headquarters following their recent global job cut announcement. In a distressing letter to the Minnesota Department of Employment and Economic Development, 3M confirmed that a staggering 1,100 employees at the Maplewood site within their corporate headquarters will face permanent layoffs. This distressing news comes on the heels of their previous announcement to eliminate over 6,000 positions across their global workforce as part of a structural reorganization plan. To make matters worse, 600 of those jobs were specifically aimed in Minnesota, while an additional 500 remote employees associated with the headquarters but located outside of Minnesota will also face the consequences. The layoffs are scheduled to commence on Friday, June 30th, intensifying the prevailing atmosphere of uncertainty and despair. Despite 3M's claim that these cuts are intended to strengthen the company by making it leaner, stronger, and more focused, it is the dedicated employees who bear the brunt of the economic downturn and are left grappling with an uncertain future. Number 9, Boeing. In a major blow to its workforce, the aerospace giant is set to eliminate around 2,000 positions in finance and human resources. Compounding the distress, a portion of this work will be outsourced to an external contractor, Tata Consulting Services, located in India. The job cuts will be a mix of attrition and layoffs, leaving affected employees in a state of uncertainty about what lies ahead. The decision to outsource to Tata Consulting Services in Bengaluru, India, aims to streamline and simplify certain processes while reallocating work responsibilities. These cuts come at a time when Boeing is grappling with the ongoing challenges brought about by the pandemic. Initially, the company faced job reductions due to plummeting demand, but experienced a rapid hiring spree last year. Now, the turbulence continues for Boeing, leaving many employees in a state of upheaval and unpredictability. Number 8, Interceramic. In a devastating blow, the leading North American manufacturer of glazed floor tiles is shutting down its operations in the United States. The company has formally notified the Texas Workforce Commission about the permanent closure of its Carrollton corporate office, Garland manufacturing site, and various showrooms throughout the state. This decision will result in the loss of nearly 400 jobs across Texas. While Interceramics reported robust sales in Mexico, its international markets experienced a decline. International sales reached $35 million, down from $38 million during the same period the previous year. As a result of the company's plan to close its U.S. operations, 161 positions will be eliminated at its Garland facility, while 118 jobs at the corporate office and distribution center in Carrollton will be cut by the end of the month. Additionally, approximately 100 workers employed at Interceramic showrooms in Austin, Fort Worth, Houston, Spring, Plano, and San Antonio will be impacted by the closure. Number 7, Sonos. The wireless speaker company has announced a significant workforce reduction, with approximately 130 employees, or around 7% of its workforce, being laid off. The decision comes as the company faces ongoing challenges and difficult choices amidst tough market conditions. Sonos CEO Patrick Spence acknowledged the need to make these hard choices due to continued headwinds, which have led to the elimination of certain positions and a reevaluation of program spend. As of October 2022, Sonos employed 1,844 people, according to their last disclosed headcount. The company anticipated incurring restructuring cost of $11 million to $14 million, which includes expenses associated with severance packages for the affected employees, as well as streamlining its real estate portfolio and other related expenses. Sonos recently revised its guidance in the latest earnings report for the period ending April 1, 2023. The report revealed a 23.9% decrease in revenue compared to the previous year, amounting to $304 $34.2 million. This downturn follows a previous reduction in force size of 12% in 2020, prompted by the rapid onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, and it appears that Sonos's workforce restructuring may continue as the company navigates these challenging times. Number 6. Oracle. In a significant development within the cloud industry, a major player, Oracle, has recently carried out a round of layoffs affecting more than 3,000 employees at its acquired company, Cerner. This decision to downsize comes amidst a climate of economic uncertainty, as fears of a looming recession in the U.S. persist. Reports from both current and former employees reveal that Oracle has implemented a freeze on raises and promotions, leading to these mass layoffs that primarily target individuals within Cerner, a company specializing in electronic healthcare records. Sources indicate that Oracle has also announced a freeze on raises and promotions throughout 2023, exacerbating the concerns for workers. The impact of these layoffs has reverberated across multiple departments within Oracle, including marketing, engineering, accounting, legal, and product teams. This strategic move by the company reflects the challenging market conditions it faces as it strives to navigate the economic downturn while ensuring stability and optimizing its workforce for future growth. Number 5. Tyson Foods. The meat industry giant has dealt a significant blow with its announcement of extensive layoffs. In an internal memo leaked to CNN, the company revealed plans to reduce senior leadership roles by approximately 15% and corporate positions by 10%. These sweeping cuts are part of a broader strategy to implement structural changes and workforce reductions aimed at improving operational efficiency and driving greater profitability. While Tyson Foods attempts to justify these measures as necessary for increased speed and collaboration, the harsh reality is that hundreds of employees will be facing unemployment and the ensuing financial hardships. This devastating news follows the recent closure of 2 poultry plants, resulting in the layoff of nearly 1,700 workers, driven by profit-focused motives. The ongoing downsizing efforts and relocations also raise concerns about job security and cast doubts on the company's long-term stability. Number 4. Walmart. In a distressing turn of events, Walmart, the largest private employer in the United States, has announced significant layoffs affecting over 2,000 workers across 5 warehouses responsible for fulfilling online orders. This announcement comes shortly after the retail behemoth issued a warning about the anticipated challenges it will face in the upcoming year. The impact of these job cuts will be substantial, with over 1,000 positions being eliminated in Texas, 600 in Pennsylvania, 400 in Florida, and 200 in New Jersey, as revealed in worker adjustment retraining notification filings. Walmart attempted to justify the decision by stating that it was necessary to align staffing levels with the future customer demands. However, the company admitted that these layoffs were not an easy decision, acknowledging the profound impact it would have on the affected employees. Number 3. Meta. The tech giant has dealt a devastating blow with the announcement of an additional 10,000 job cuts, compounding the already significant wave of mass layoffs that took place in the previous year. The impact of these layoffs extend across multiple departments, including sustainability, well-being, user experience, newsfeed, and messaging teams, as revealed in public LinkedIn posts. This announcement follows the company's headline-making move in November, when it announced the largest round of cuts in its history, eliminating approximately 13% of its workforce, equivalent to 11,000 jobs. With the recent news of 10,000 more ongoing job cuts, the tech giant's headcount is projected to plummet to around 66,000, marking a staggering 25% reduction from its September headcount of 87,314. This development paints a bleak picture of the company's future, leaving employees in a state of uncertainty and anxiety while raising concerns about the overall stability and trajectory of the tech giant. Number 2. Amazon. Amazon has dealt another blow to its workforce, announcing plans for an additional 9,000 job cuts that will further exacerbate the pain inflicted on its employees. This distressing news follows a series of massive layoffs that began in November and extended into January, resulting in over 18,000 job terminations. The ruthless cost-cutting measures have impacted various departments within the company, including retail, devices, recruiting, and human resources. The decision to intensify the layoffs is driven by Amazon's Amazon's aim to streamline costs amidst a backdrop of economic uncertainty. CEO Andy Jassy acknowledges the prevailing uncertainty in the near future, prompting the company to prioritize leaner operations while continuing to invest in essential long-term customer experiences. The cloud computing, human resources, advertising, and Twitch live streaming divisions will bear the brunt of this latest round of cuts, with approximately 400 individuals at Twitch alone facing the devastating consequences of the economic downturn. These layoffs mark the largest downsizing effort in Amazon's history, signaling a significant shift from its hiring spree during the COVID pandemic, as its global workforce soared to over 1.6 million by the end of 2021. The company's rapid expansion is now giving way to severe contraction. CEO Jassy is grappling with the economic downturn and decelerating growth in the core retail business, prompting actions such as freezing hiring in the corporate workforce, scaling back experimental projects, and slowing down warehouse expansion. And at number 1, Microsoft. The workforce of the tech giant is reeling from a major blow as it unveils an extensive round of job cuts, impacting a staggering 10,000 employees. In an internal memo shared by CEO Satya Nadella, the company outlined its plans for sweeping changes that will result in a significant reduction in personnel by the end of 2023, with an existing workforce surpassing 220,000 individuals. This wave of layoffs represents a substantial blow, affecting approximately 5% of Microsoft's dedicated employees. The scale of these cuts far surpasses the marginal 1% reduction seen in the previous year, highlighting the gravity of the situation. This restructuring effort now stands as one of the largest in the company's history, second only to the monumental reduction of 18,000 positions in 2014. That move coincided with Nadella's recent appointment as CEO and involved the elimination of approximately 12,500 former Nokia employees. The ramifications of this announcement are profound, plunging the affected employees into a state of uncertainty about their professional futures. As Microsoft navigates these drastic measures, it must delicately balance maintaining its market position and future growth prospects while managing the impact of employee morale and public perception. This distressing news sends shockwaves throughout the industry, serving as a stark reminder of the prevailing economic challenges and the vulnerability of the job market as a whole. These workforce reductions reflect a common trend where companies justify their actions based on the wider economic climate and the need to establish stability during a challenging pursuit of profitability. As we brace ourselves for an uncertain future, it becomes clear that no company, regardless of its size or reputation, is immune to the difficult decision of implementing layoffs.